Industria is a game about traveling from East Germany, a nation with depressing architecture, a tyrannical government, and Stasi secret police looking to make you disappear, to Hakavik, a depressing architecture, a tyrannical government, and genocidal robots looking to bury you 6 feet under. Your main objective? Look for your spouse, who boarded the Isekai transporter before you could, and ruined the place before you could ever get the chance. Oh, and the Isekai transporter is a giant machine controlled by an evil AI called Atlas that would very much prefer if you and every other human were dead. Along the way, you will meet Brent. That's it. That's the only person you meet. The developers are German after all, and the last time the Germans socialized, it started a world war. So yes, this is a single-player game, no friends required. It's also only 4 hours long because the story ends on a cliffhanger and there's a sequel on the way. Most of the game is spent solving puzzles designed for 5-year-olds, shooting robots, and pilfering the belongings of dead people whenever you get the chance. Wait, this is just Half-Life. Unfortunately, there is no antlion bait or Gauss gun to abuse in this game, but you do have your standard assortment of weapons. Half of which are useless, but Nora, the player character, is a woman, and women's clothes don't have any pocket space for more than a single spare magazine, so you're gonna be using them all regardless in your quest to get out of the city you ended up in. Also, there is very little music in the game, so don't expect any bangers like Surface Tension. Combat is okay. You can't smack robots around with physics objects, but you can pick up pretty much anything a person could reasonably carry, except for these chairs, and toss them around. Yes, obviously that means you can also hop fly and skip entire levels if you stack 2 objects on top of each other and pick up the bottom one. Enemy diversity is meager, but the ones that are there manage to be mostly unique. I couldn't find any official names for them, but Google did offer me a CIA manual on sabotage when I tried, so I'm naming them myself. First we have Walkers. Slow, lumbering, and more amusing than threatening. They're your basic enemy who don't pose much danger even in numbers. The only thing they have going for them is their determination, as they will try to headbutt you to death even if you dismember them. Then you have their faster variant, Runners. They run. They have less health but can actually hit you while you're moving. Next you have the Gunners. They have guns. They are also extremely annoying because they can see and shoot you through objects. Also, they don't drop any ammo for your guns when they die. Finally, you have the, members of the glorious Jihad. While the enemies all have character, they don't possess much in the way of intelligence. If they can't get to you, they will start freaking out. I see you. Where did he even go? Hello? I'm here. Seriously, how did these losers fail to stop the robot hordes? Just put like 2 planks on a door and the robots are done for. Nora's an ordinary person and she can easily survive what would give any normal person on Earth a fatal brain injury.
God damn it, Brent? Hello? I guess I'm lucky to be alive.
These health wells gotta have some good stuff in them. Still, the abandoned city atmosphere is well done. There's a good mix of decrepit and still intact buildings, with a mix of robot and human infrastructure that gives you the right level of wariness and creepy without going overboard. This is, after all, marketed as a shooter, not a horror game. Show your face. Your face around again. You little shit. Though it would be better if my flashlight batteries had a lifespan longer than 30 seconds. There's a lot of dark areas and you're bound to run out whether you like it or not. At least as far as I can tell, you don't have to worry about your battery level in normal mode, either that or bugged out for me. Besides forced cliches, the voice acting is good and dialogue doesn't feel too artificial. Brent provides aid and will provide you with background lore to an extent.
I have some bad news though. Nobody's come here in over 20 years.
That can't be.
Well, maybe it can't, but it's the truth. This city was evacuated 10 years ago.
But more of the game's story is found in collectible notes. You won't have to look far for most of them, so it's easy enough to get an idea of what's happened to this alternate world, provided you don't miss picking them up. I'm gonna wrap things up with the story. Most of the story is revealed in the ending cutscene, so this is your last chance. If you don't want any spoilers, go to this timestamp. Alright, here goes. So, why is Hakavik overrun with robots? What does Atlas want? I don't really know, however, Nora's spouse is involved, quite literally, as he has become part of Atlas by uploading his consciousness to it and parasitizing it. After having come through the Isekai machine and renaming himself Rosendahl, he successfully becomes King of Hakavik, which has an elective monarchy apparently, and he brings a revolutionary, free and clean energy with him to the city. The notes suggest that there was some suspicion from other members of Hakavik's political circles, but the robot invasion prevented them from voicing any of their concerns. It would appear that Atlas is pursuing him to an extent. More specifically, the energy that was used to power Hakavik seems to attract Atlas, as robots are almost entirely absent in the countryside and there are no notes about invasions of other cities. My headcanon, Rosendahl seeking to usurp Atlas and become an omnipotent machine overlord. Power corrupts, he becomes the big bad evil guy, we fight him to the death, something. Well, sequel's coming out soon, so what I say won't matter anyway. Overall, Industria's pretty fun. Still, considering the price tag, I'd recommend you wait for a sale or travel the seas. I'd rate it an 8 out of 10 with an asterisk of discounted price. Just keep in mind that some people have complained about performance issues in the Steam reviews, but personally I had no problems with my older hardware. Since you're still here at the very end, you may as well give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. It's free, so do it now. The fuck? Earthquake? An earthquake has happened while I was recording my audio. Brilliant.